Dolly Parton. At 79 years old, she's not just a country music icon, she's a global sensation, a philanthropist, and surprisingly, one of the most talked about women of our time. But why? What makes her so controversial? You might think, you know Dolly, but there's so much more to her story than big hair and hit songs. Stick around, because by the end of this, you'll see why Dolly is not only beloved by millions, but also constantly surrounded by heated debates. Born in the Smoky Mountains of Tennessee, Dolly came from humble beginnings. She grew up in a small cabin with 11 siblings, often recalling how poverty shaped her childhood. But even back then, Dolly had big dreams, and she knew her voice could take her places most people from her background couldn't even imagine. By the time she was just 10 years old, she was performing on local radio and television shows, proving that talent, not wealth, was her ticket out. Fast forward to the 1960s, Dolly moved to Nashville, where she caught her first big break on the Porter Wagoner Show. It wasn't easy, though. As a young woman in a male-dominated industry, Dolly had to work twice as hard to prove herself. And she did. Her songwriting skills were unmatched, with tracks like I Will Always Love You becoming timeless classics. Yes, the same song Whitney Houston turned into a global hit. Dolly wrote it in a single night. But here's where things get interesting. When Elvis Presley wanted to record the song, his team demanded half of the publishing rights. Most artists would have agreed without hesitation, but not Dolly. She refused, saying no to Elvis Presley. That bold move cemented her reputation as a woman who never lets anyone take advantage of her. But Dolly's career isn't without its share of controversies. For one, her image has often been a topic of debate. Her flashy outfits, exaggerated. Makeup and unapologetically glamorous style have drawn criticism for being too much. Yet Dolly herself has said she intentionally leans into her look to challenge stereotypes. It costs a lot of money to look this cheap, she once joked. But beneath the rhinestones and wigs, she's a savvy businesswoman running a multi-million-dollar empire. From Dollywood, her theme park in Tennessee, to her successful record label and merchandise, Dolly has proved she's not just an entertainer, she's a powerhouse. Then there's her philanthropy, which sparks mixed reactions. Dolly has donated millions to causes like literacy and disaster relief, including her famous Imagination Library, which has provided over 200 million free books to children worldwide. And remember the COVID-19 vaccine? Dolly donated $1 million to fund its research, yet even that stirred controversy. Some praised her generosity, while others criticized her for not giving even more, considering her wealth. It seems that no matter what she does, Dolly can't escape scrutiny. Another point of contention is her political stance, or lack thereof. Dolly has always avoided aligning herself with any political party, a decision that has both protected and criticized her. While some admire her for staying neutral in a divisive world, others accuse her of not doing enough to speak out on critical issues. When asked about feminism, for example, she's famously said, "I don't label myself, but if being a feminist means I believe women can do anything they set their minds to, then I guess I am one." But perhaps the biggest controversy surrounding Dolly is how she balances being relatable and larger than life at the same time. She's one of the most successful women in the world, yet she remains down to earth, often joking about her hillbilly roots. Fans adore her for this, but critics argue it's all part of her carefully crafted brand. Is she truly authentic, or is Dolly the ultimate performer playing a character even in real life? That's a question only she can answer. One thing is certain, Dolly Parton is a master at staying relevant. While many artists fade with time, Dolly reinvents herself constantly. From collaborating with younger artists to joining TikTok, she continues to capture the hearts of new generations. Even now, at 79, she's showing no signs of slowing down. In fact, she's gearing up for more music, more projects, and undoubtedly more headlines. So why is Dolly Parton the most controversial woman you'll ever hear about? Maybe it's because she refuses to be boxed in. She's a singer, a writer, a business mogul, and a cultural icon who lives life entirely on her own terms. Love her or criticize her, there's no denying her impact. What do you think about Dolly's legacy? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more fascinating stories like this one.